here at the beautiful Lux Hotel in downtown LA, and did some crazy stuff earlier, but not as crazy as about the video and interview that you're about to see with Miss Kimberly. Now, Kimberly comes from a very interesting background. She was actually working before being in the normal workforce, and then she was involved in a car accident, and then that kind of took her out of the game for a little while. But then, as she was thinking about getting back involved, she had a friend of hers who really contacted her, and she was looking to spend more time with her son, and it just happened to be at the right time in her life where she wanted to work from home, and her friend was starting a company that she thought she could do well in, and needless to say, she did. But then she discovered shortly after that, despite the fact that she was achieving financial success, it wasn't really what she wanted in terms of being able to spend more time with her son. So, with that being said, I think Kimberly, obviously being the person we're going to be speaking with, can elaborate more on that, and I just want to go ahead and hand it off to her. So, could you go ahead and tell everyone your story, Kim?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for having me, Kevin. I feel very privileged to be on here with you tonight.
No worries.
Yeah, so a little bit about me. There's a lot actually, but I'll keep it condensed. I won't keep you on here too long. So basically, yeah, I grew up small town Newfoundland, about 500 people. My life was pretty much set out for me. My parents were entrepreneurs, so I was lucky that I had that upbringing. So I knew that there was more than just going to school and getting a job. My life was laid out for me. My parents owned rental units, homes, construction companies, and I just grew up learning that business. But then in 1993, my mom passed away unexpectedly, and that kind of crashed, and my dreams of doing whatever were crushed. So about a month later, I decided to leave home. I was 21 at the time, and I think I had about 500 bucks in my pocket when I left. So I actually took the bus across the island, took a ferry to the mainland. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Canada at all, but I was living, almost in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So we took a ferry, took a train across Canada, and I just wanted to get as far away as I could. And I ended up moving to British Columbia, which is the Pacific Coast, not far from where you are, Kevin, in LA. So went out there in 1993, 21 years old, just did all kinds of different jobs, waitressing. And like I said, I just knew in my heart that I had what it took to make it. I just didn't know any other way. And I moved down to Vancouver, and there's something about this online marketing or marketing and being homeless. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You can't have success unless you're like homeless at some point in your life. Hang on one sec, I need a drink of water. So I moved to Vancouver, didn't really know anybody, and I was living out of my car. 21 years old, in a big city, not being used to the big city, and I used to park behind gas stations because I thought, okay, well, at least there's a bathroom there. I can brush my teeth, do my hair, get my makeup ready, and go to job interviews. So I did that for about 3 weeks. And in my car, it had like a T-bar roof, so it was glass. And at night when I would lay back, I remember looking up at the sky and saying to my mom, because I knew she was there with me, and I used to say, if I can make it through this, I promise that I'll never let anybody suffer this way. If I ever come in contact with people that need me, I'll be there. And I think that shows with empathy and, going through that and being scared and not knowing if you're going to make it or not. And I did. In 95, I bought my first home and started a business. The gentleman that I was in business with was embezzling money, so I lost over $1 million. Um, and that happened actually a year and a half after I moved to Vancouver. And my dad was dating another woman, and the husband was jealous and assaulted my dad, and he ended up with severe brain damage. So I lost both my parents within a year and a half of each other. And then we had to go through the whole court thing, and being from a small town, it was really rough because everybody knew your business, and I don't know, I guess it kind of makes you stronger, you know? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And so I lost my business, but I just kept persevering. I just said, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to school. And I did. I was 30, let me think, 30, around 30. Went back to school, and that was a shock. But I just said, if I'm going to do this, I want to do it to the best of my ability. And I ended up graduating #1 in the class. I was the first one after graduating, and I did medical aesthetics because I really loved to help people. It's just in my nature. I love to help people feel good. So I graduated top of my class. They hired me on as an instructor, and I said that I would do that until I wrote my license. Got my license for international, and then I was hired by one of the best clinics in Vancouver, and you know, the kind that movie stars come in the back door and you have to sign an NDA agreement, and you know, people come in and spend about $100,000, and I was making really good money. But in June of 2005, I found out I was pregnant. So my whole life kind of changed. Just, you know, pregnant and being single. So I worked up until December. My son was born in February, and I decided I was going to stay at home. And I did that for a long time. I left Vancouver, moved back to Newfoundland for family support, and then I ended up moving to Toronto. I realized I missed the city and I needed that to plug back into. So I moved to Toronto when my son was 2, and I just couldn't imagine. And for any parents out there, know that feeling of, you know, leaving your child with somebody else. I just couldn't imagine doing that. And even though it meant such a huge cut in my income and my lifestyle, I wasn't willing to give up that. So I struggled a lot. Single mom, you know, there's not a lot of income. So I lived off of the house that I sold. That doesn't take long to start to go when you're, you know, you're not working, you don't have an income. And I remember laying in bed and saying to myself, there has to be something more. I want to be able to give my son something more. There has to be more that I can offer the world. Like if I were to die tomorrow, what would I have to leave for my son? And I just kind of put it out there, you know, that I wanted something more. And it's strange how the universe works, because a couple of days later, one of my best friends called me up and introduced me into the world of network marketing. And I did not have a clue what I was doing, but I love to, you know, socialize with people. So I said, this is going to be easy. And that's the way I looked at it. It was easy, like making the money, but like you said earlier, I had the big money, but no time freedom. And I wasn't there for my son. I was here, but I wasn't really present. And from being, you know, little and growing up with my parents as entrepreneurs, I know what it meant when my parents were home, but they were working. And the time that they spent with me that was really special were the times that they just spent time playing. You know, piggyback rides, whatever. It wasn't the toys or the trips or anything like that. It was the actual time spent. And that's what I wanted to do with my son. And I wanted to show him a different world as well, so that when he went to school, it wasn't about, you know, graduating, getting a job, work your 40 years, retire, and then you pretty much die. So didn't want to do that for him. And so I went online and I started looking, and I came across this crazy looking guy, and his name was David Wood. And I ended up connecting with David because the person that I was in multi-level marketing with helped David to launch his career online. And so then I started to learn about leverage and how you could leverage people in the industry to help you. Unfortunately, when I went to the secret meeting that would be the Empower Network launch, I had no clue of how to market online. I literally did not know how to copy and paste, like nothing. I knew nothing. I walked in to this meeting with a business suit on, and all the guys were there and girls in their flip-flops and t-shirts. And I thought, okay, I am in the wrong place. But when I heard the conviction and the vision, and I started to understand what the world of online marketing was, and the social network and everything, I was just, I don't know, it had me. I just said, okay, this is what I want to do. This is for me. And I struggled a lot. I mean, I went to traffic seminars and I bought every product that was out there. Let me tell you, I spent, I would say, probably $80,000 in my first year online, and I got nowhere. You know, it was always the promise of buy this product and you'll get, you're going to get the secret. You're going to get the secret. And what I found out was the biggest secret was mindset. And I didn't know that. And every event that I went to, it was funny because most of the people would always say, get your mindset straight. You have to do work, you know, on you. You have to know what you want. And I was just like, how does that make me money? I'm not getting it. I just want to know how to make money online. But I remember being at an event, and that really hit me when I started to understand what mindset really was. And it's so important. And it is the basis, it is the foundation of your business. And I was in Empower Network, I was struggling. I got hit with a really, really bad custody battle, which I'm still involved in now. It's taken me about $150,000 to represent my son and I in court. And if it wasn't for this industry, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be able to afford that. And I know, like, so many people online help me prepare for my cases, and I've just built such a community of online family that I lost one family, but I gained another. And that's what I love so much about this business. And I remember going to an event in Austin, and I was struggling before that. I was doing a lot of YouTube videos, having some success with other businesses, but still really struggling and not getting the concept of what the whole online thing was. And I remember going to the event, and so many people came up to me and wanted to take pictures with me. And they were telling me their stories, like, just like they knew me their whole lives. And I was so blown away. I mean, sometimes I would be up for like 18, 19 hours just with people doing videos and helping them. And I didn't realize the impact that my videos were having on other people's lives. And that was my aha moment in the industry. I realized that it wasn't about me. It wasn't about my success. It was about helping others. And I think when you come to that point in your business, you can't have any business without connecting with your team. And that's what I found, because whatever business I'm with, my team is with me, I help them, and they stayed with me. So in any online business, the attrition rates are usually really high. You know, you can do the online thing where you have people coming in, or you're buying leads, or you're doing it that way, but that it doesn't work. It doesn't last. And so I came back from the Austin event knowing that I needed to help. And I was really good friends with Angelo Gianni. And I said, you know what? Angelo was going through a really hard time. And I just reached out to him and I said, you know what, Angelo? You just came to me in Austin and I want to help you. What can we do? And he said, you know, I've been talking to this guy named Desmond and he has this traffic system. And I'm like, well, hey, we have the offer, we have the vehicle. Now all we need is the traffic. And what I found with VSN was like nothing else I had seen before. And I mean, I was willing to spend the money. It wasn't about the money. It was about getting the results and helping my team. That was the thing. I was getting results, but my team was not. And they would say to me, how come, you know, I can't get there? And I didn't have anything to give them. Like, they couldn't stay up all night and do videos. Maybe they had a job, or they just couldn't duplicate what I was doing. So with VSN, I just found a system that allowed my team to come in, buy traffic, and they learned how to market online. And Desmond and Malik and Jeremy and all the guys, I mean, the support that you get, the leaders are so amazing in VSN. It definitely changed my life. It changed my business, and it changed the lives of the people that I had in business with me. And I was just so pumped up and so excited about it. And that was the old VSN. And then comes now the new VSN Extreme, and it's like, you guys, like, this is unreal. Like, I just can't believe it. I logged in tonight to see because Desmond was talking about traffic gold mine. What you get for $50, you get your 6-part quick start guide, traffic gold mine mastery, email marketing mastery, advanced Facebook mastery, solo cash profits, advanced Pinterest mastery, advanced Instagram mastery, YouTube traffic mastery, and webinars, and you name it, for $50.
Yeah.
If I had that when I first started in this industry, and it's for the new person, and that's what I'm so happy about. I'm getting people on my team, and they're having results within the first 24 hours. They say to me on the phone, or they write me on Facebook, and they say, Kimberly, I've never had results online before. I'm making $1,000 a week now, or, you know, $2,000 a week. And they're just blown away. And it just attracts people because they have people in their teams too that never had success before. And it's kind of like a trickle-down effect. So I remember I went to an event in Chicago, and Desmond had a private mastermind, and I ended up getting pneumonia while I was there. And even though I was sick, I said, there is no way I am not getting to this mastermind, because I felt like the guys had given so much. And I can't even explain it. I can't explain how involved they are. And it's like Desmond's baby. He's in the chat with you. He's in the groups with you. He wants to see you succeed. He really does. I mean, that's his goal. It's not to make a whole pile of money. And I hope he doesn't get mad at me by saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We were going to Chicago, and he wanted his team to get on the leaderboard so bad, like people within VSN, so bad that he gave up traffic that he knew would get him up to the top of the leaderboard. And instead of taking all of that traffic for himself, he let us buy into what he had. And I can't see many leaders doing that. And I mean, he never really told a lot of people that he did that, but I knew that he did. And to me, that is the status of a true leader. And it's just amazing to see the success that people are having. I mean, in our chats that we do every day, the success, just the videos, and if we're doing blogs or whatever we do, there's so much support. And I get support from people, like they know what I'm going through, my struggles with my custody battle. I also, like you said, I had a car accident. So there's days when I can't get out of bed. But the online business allows me to just take my computer in bed with me and I can market, you know? I mean, I could probably have to crawl into the bathroom, and I don't really tell a lot of people that because I think for me, I thought it was a sign of weakness. And every event that I went to, because I was afraid I would fall, because sometimes my leg doesn't work and I'll fall. So instead of fearing that happening, I would go and get cortisone injections just to make it to the event. And I go for weekly injections now. And it's just given me a new purpose in my life. I know that I can do this even when I'm not feeling great. And then you have the community, and they uplift you. I mean, they're there to support you. There's no jealousy or like trying to push you down. If anything, they're there to pull you up when you're down. And I just find that so amazing. And guys, for anybody that's out there that's seeing this interview with Kevin and I, if you have no experience online, like seriously, I didn't even know how to turn a computer on. I was like, what am I going to do? I didn't understand anything. So YouTube was my best friend. Everything I wanted to know, I would look it up on YouTube, and then I would follow what people were saying and how-tos, and that's where I learned to do videos. And I thought, hey, if I'm using it, there has to be people out there that need the information that I have too. So yeah, that's why I started doing YouTube videos, because I had to do so much research. And you don't need to do that with VSN Extreme. You don't. I mean, they have the titanium traffic, the rotator. No other company that I know of offers that. Nobody. I mean, you can buy into this traffic. They put your link on the home page so that when somebody types in vsnextreme.com, if your name is on the rotator, you're going to get that sale. So you're logging in and you're getting leads and you're getting sales, and you're like, you don't even know where they're coming from. And it's honest to goodness, like traffic, leads, money on autopilot. You're not doing anything. So for someone that just wants to come in, plus you make a $500 commission. So that was what was cool about VSN for me. You're buying traffic, you're buying into a system, but they allowed you to make money with it as well. So what I did was the money that I was making, I would reinvest back into it and get more traffic so that you could build your list, because as we all know, the money is in your list. And like I said, Desmond is an open book. He'll come into the group. He'll show you his back office. He'll show you what he's doing. He'll show you how he emails people and how he connects. And I was in a 10K coaching program with him. And I thought, you know, I was okay online, but he pushed me way, way out of my comfort zone. And it's only then do you realize that you have so much more to give in the industry. And Desmond is going to make you do that. And this group will. They'll push you. But the results are phenomenal. Like, I have learned so much since I've been in VSN. And I'm so grateful for everybody. And I mean, Angelo and I, we do hangouts together. We're like family. And Desmond and Malik, I've never, I don't know how to explain it. And Dana, and they're just amazing people. And you feel it in the community. And I feel comfortable introducing people that I know and trust, and I know that trust me into this system. And I know that they're going to get their money's worth. Absolutely. So that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
This is where I am today.
That's awesome. You know, like I don't know. I'm almost speechless because you just like went into such depth about like wow. It was just like I mean after that, if whoever is watching this, they're still thinking about like whether it's a good investment or not, and maybe they should. I mean like I don't know what to say. Like that was just incredible.
If I can do it, they can. Trust me.
Exactly.
They can. Yes.
How long have you been marketing online, Kimberly?
I started marketing online in 2011.
Okay, so just a couple of years, really. Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
And would you agree that like your main why and what drew you to the industry is mainly like your family, specifically your son, to spend more time with him, right? Okay.
And to help others. I really, really wanted to help other people that were struggling. People that were the underdogs, and not the ones that were coming in with a big list and that could, do it anyway. I wanted to show people that were brand new to online that they could do it too. Yeah.
That's a great feeling. And it sounded like you promote VSN Extreme in unison with Empower. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, and I think that's great, what you said earlier, your biggest epiphany moment, and especially coming from someone who has spent $80,000 online. Plus, I mean, like if someone doesn't take this seriously, it's just like, like really, I mean, like that's the benefit of like listening to others and watching these types of things is that you can learn from others' experiences, which is essentially their wisdom, and it's like, you can take it or you can dismiss it, but I think regardless of what the person's decision is, they'd have to be a little silly to not consider everything like that you're saying, Yeah, I thought also that like the aha moment where you said like it's really about helping other people, and I think sometimes when people may not think about this, but when you think about like money and people who make the most money, and like in the billionaires of the world, like Sergey Brin, Mark Zuckerberg, Richard Branson, I could name 100 more. You realize that like the reason they make so much money is because they deliver so much value to the world, right? And
they
it's like these people have found a way to help other people realize their own value as well through the products, or at least seemingly through their products or services, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. Everything you said, I'm pretty much agree with it. The only thing, go ahead.
The thing for me was when I first started doing videos, I was scared to death. I'm like, how are women going to take me, or how are men going to take me, or you're always worried. You don't want to offend, and you don't want to do this, but you know what, guys? Be you, because the people that are attracted to you are going to be attracted to you. The other people, don't worry about it. It's okay. They'll go and find somebody else. But be you. Be transparent. Don't lie to people. Don't fake it till you make it. That's done. That's over. Like, really. Be honest with people. If you're struggling and you're scared or whatever, and you're in a tight spot, that's what people want to hear. They want to hear the success stories. They want to know that you've had struggles too. I mean, if I can do it, like I said, anybody can. And I've had a lot of obstacles. Like I said, I'm still going through a bitter custody battle. There's been times that I couldn't get to events because I was in court. But I'll talk to people and talk it out with them. And like I said, this industry has given me a family, and a very supportive family.
Yeah, and I love the fact just that like we all have fun together, and really just like it's like
really
even though like we've never met, just the fact that like I talk to you and a bunch of other people. It's just like, you kind of get a feel for the person and who they are just like through watching their videos and reading what they write and,
Hmm.
socializing with them on Facebook. Just something you said about Desmond as a leader. I think I'm hardworking. Like I work probably like, from like 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. on my business and like other things in between,
Hmm.
but mostly my business, obviously. And Desmond is like, I mean, I think I'm a hard worker, but that guy is the most hardworking person I've ever seen.
And
Like he.
yeah, he makes it look so easy, and you think that he's done it forever.
Mhm.
Like when I heard what he has accomplished, him and Dana have accomplished, because I got to give a shout out to Dana too, because she is awesome, and I thank her all the time. Thank you, Dana, for doing that Craigslist ad.
I know, right?
Right? I'm like, oh, right on. And yeah, look at the success that Desmond's had in like less than 2 years.
Mhm.
He's created something that he knew would help people that were struggling as well. And that's what the industry is about. You go out, you see a problem, and you offer people a solution. And for me, VSN was the solution. And now with VSN Extreme, oh, I mean, it gives you the opportunity to brand yourself. You're not branding anybody else. With the platinum level, you can do your own videos on your own capture page. It's all about you. You're not branding the guru that owns the company or anything else. Desmond wants you to, become the next leader, the next person that's his success story is
Mhm.
creating success stories.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Hmm.
agree. And it's like, I mean, I actually met him through my sponsor in Empower Network, who I haven't even spoken with him in the past like 2 years because he quit Empower like a month or two after I joined, and then like
Mm.
after he introduced me to Desmond. But it's just crazy, like, you know that's how the connection was made, and now,
Yeah.
here I am like working with VSN on the back end as well. And I'm just excited because like where I think we're going to go as a company, given the product that we offer to people, it's a business necessity regardless of
Oh,
what business you have. And
yeah.
I think given that fact, as well as what other things we're developing, I mean, like our value proposition, I mean, I'm sorry to speak business terms. So our
Oh,
product, the traffic gold mine, the
isn't
fact that
it
we keep
crazy?
the
I'm
fact that
like,
we keep adding stuff for $50. When I heard
oh,
Desmond say like back in the day, like, I want to have it like something where it's like a library of all the training anyone could ever need, and I'm gonna keep it at $50.
and it's current.
I
It's
know.
what's working now. I mean,
Yeah.
Jeremy is, oh my gosh, I could just squeeze him. He is so brilliant. And he's
Hmm.
what, 19? And I mean, so what? I mean, I'm, 41 years old, and I have no pride in taking someone that markets like him, and his training is so easy. It's so easy. He tells you step by step everything. Like, I don't know, like the titanium traffic. What do? You pay for it. You don't have to do anything else.
Hmm.
It's just crazy um, what they've developed. And I know Desmond wants to see people succeed. Like I said, his success is in seeing his people succeed. And
Yeah.
you don't find that in a lot of companies.
Yeah. I think you know some people may still not understand how the rotator works, but once they get it, it's like, I mean, it's it's really like a super generous thing. And like Desmond's told me like what he's doing, like the quality of leads. I'm just like, dang, man. And also like the things we're doing, like as far as like, SEO leads too. And it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, obviously like I know it's late on your end, it's a little late on my end.
Yeah,
I think we could both say countless good things about BSN Extreme,
I love it.
Desmond and Dana and everyone else that's involved in the community.
Yeah.
But I think at the very least, um, whoever's watching this should have gotten like 10 nuggets, at least 10.
Yeah.
There's been
Yeah. I
tons of good
hope
nuggets in this.
so.
So, if you're watching this, don't be afraid. The only thing you have to fear is like a fear itself, you know. Maybe the
And
dark
not
fear.
doing it. I'd be more afraid of not spending the money because you're like, it doesn't even make sense. It's like $50, really? Like, how could that be? But Desmond wanted to give the opportunity to everybody, and the newest of the new person coming online could get in and do the gold mine training and start making money right away. Like I
Mhm.
said, I have people that I've never met that are coming to me and they're making money within the first 24 hours. And
Yeah.
they have never made money online before like this. Like, it blows them away. They're like, I've been online for 3-4 years and you've taught me more, Kimberly, in, 2 hours of because I'll get my group on a Google Hangout or whatever, and I'll tell them what I'm doing because I want to see them succeed as well. Because there's plenty of room at the top, you know? There's no feeling of fear of loss.
Mhm.
You just feel like there's so much abundance. There's so much out there for everybody. And all of the leaders are like that. They give away everything that they know. Like Jermaine and Angie and Angelo, whatever they're doing in their business, they're constantly sharing within the group. Um, that's what I say. Just plug into the group and follow what the leaders are doing. Go on their Facebook wall and see how they're marketing, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You really
I mean,
can't.
I agree.
Mhm.
I guess like as a final thing, I want to say because this actually just happened like yesterday or the day before. Why I made the post yesterday is the fact that like, we get paid so quickly and it's 100% on that first level too. I mean,
Yes.
I just sold a book I authored on Amazon and they take 65% of the sale.
I
I'm
read
like,
that.
God, 65%? That's crazy, man. That's like, I'm the one who's coming up with the content. I'm the one who made the 100-page book, and they take it 65%, and they don't even pay me for 5 days. And here we have a product where you don't even have to make the product. You don't even have to update the product every single month with current marketing strategies that work.
Yeah.
You can just market it and make 100% commissions and get paid within 48 hours. I mean, like,
I've had $2,700 days with
that's
VSN.
awesome.
Days, 1 day. I mean, I talk to people that because if you sell the titanium traffic, you make a $500 commission. For most people, they can't even wrap their brain around that. They're like, what? Like, I have to work a whole week to get paid $500. And it's
Yeah.
hard labor. And for me to get people in and they're starting to make that in a day, you want to see people that are excited and want to work and are like hungry. Oh my gosh. And for me, I would recommend any of the leaders in VSN and VSN Extreme because they're also giving and they are where they are because of who they are. And
Hmm.
it's why we are connected as a group. It's the synergy. We move as a whole unit. Like when Desmond gives us an assignment, we all move as a unit. There's such a synergy within the group that it's quite amazing. It's very cool. Like, it's not
Yeah.
about the one person. It's about everybody as a whole.
Strength in numbers. You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's, oh man, I could say so much more, but
I
I
know,
don't
I
want to take it.
know.
I don't know. I guess we covered a lot already. I think this is enough.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? If you're watching this right now and you still haven't clicked the join button below, what I want you to do right now is go in the bathroom, turn on the cool water, wash your face, and then
Yeah,
we'll dry your face off too. And then
yeah.
come back out and then hit the join button and get all of it. You know what to
Get
do.
all in. Seriously, you're going to make the money back. You will. You connect, get in those groups, and with the titanium, when you go all in, you have the access to the extreme coaching, where people give you assignments on what to do every day. I mean, how much easier? It's just, it's crazy. I don't know. It freaks me out, blows me away. They
Yeah,
take you by the hand and they teach you step by step by step everything what to do. You're never alone. Never alone.
exactly. Like
Hmm.
we have one of the best communities, that I've ever seen, and I think it's because of the fact that like Desmond has created a structure and a system and a company and a community that chooses to actually market products as well as the the opportunity of those products in a way that only attracts a certain type of person. Obviously we could make more if we marketed something that is a fly by night and we just wanted to make money off the launch. But obviously, like, we're going for, we want to grow this to a, I mean, to me, I want to help Desmond grow this to $100 million enterprise.
Me too. And I told him that when I met him at first, because we met on Skype, and I said, I want to talk to you face to face and get your vibe and see, because for me, I don't want to market anything that I don't believe in. I have to believe in the person behind it and the system itself. And when I met Desmond, I just knew from his, his face. I knew in his eyes. I could see his soul was in it, and he really, really wants people to have success. And like I said, he could be making way more money. He could keep it all for himself, but instead he gives it back to the company and the leaders in the company and the affiliates in the company that are just coming in, so that they can, make their first $50 online, their first $100 online, their first $500 online in the first few hours that they start. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's an incredible opportunity, and I think we've covered a lot of great things. And I just want to say thank you so much, Kimberly, for your time and insights you've given to the new people who are probably watching this, and maybe even people who have been in the industry a while and maybe they're on the fence because they're down to that last $100,000-$200,000 and they just don't know whether this is the right thing for them. I think after seeing this, they will know that obviously it is. And if not, we're an open book. You can come and join our group and you'll see countless of other people that are having success. And I think if that isn't an indicator enough, I don't know what you're looking for. Maybe, like, not to be mean, but you should probably get lost because, like, what the heck? If that's not enough, I don't know what to tell you.
we put our income disclosure right out there. We say it in our videos. We say it in, the emails and everything. Income disclosure. Go and check it out, because not everybody is going to make the same money. You have to want it. Of course you do. I mean, you can't just, well, maybe with the titanium you can. You don't have to do a whole lot. But with everything else, you're learning a whole new thing. But it's such an adventure. I can't imagine my life any other way. And I just love it. I love it. I love going to the events. I love being with the people that I, spend time with. And I work with them every day. And you want to be with people that you like if you're going to be spending time with them every day. And I love it. I can't imagine my life any other way. And my son loves it too. He just is so proud of his mom. And that's what touches my heart, My son sees that. So it's awesome.
Awesome.
Just do it, guys. Seriously.
Just get in. We could be here all night. But we're not in the convincing game. We're just laying it out how it is. So, like, at the end of the day, the decision is yours. But like most people say, like, the biggest regret is, like, more often not doing something. And anyway, you know what? Thank you again, Kimberly. It's been awesome talking with you, and I hope
nice meeting you.
Touch a lot of people with this video too.
Yes. Thank you, Kevin, so much. Okay, ciao, guys.